Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? In this video, I'll be showing you the 5 main components of Adobe Illustrator. The Shape tool, the Selection tool, the Direct Selection tool, Fill, and Stroke. We'll be making this over the course of 3 video tutorials. Welcome to video number 1. Okay guys, so the first tool I'm going to teach you is the Shapes tool. You can access it right here in your toolbar. Now, if you right-click on the Shape tool, you can access a multitude of different shapes. Let's just say ellipse, for example, or circle. You can click and drag anywhere on your artboard and create a circle. Now, this circle could be any shape, except if there is the X in the center, that means your circle is completely symmetrical. Now, let's make that, and now we have our circle. So, since that's down, let's move on to the next tool. We have the Selection tool. This can deselect or select shapes. Also, it can edit them by moving them or resizing them. Now, if you hold Shift while resizing them, it keeps the same shape, it just alters their size. It's great for making things bigger or smaller. In our case, we want this to be moved to the center of the artboard. So we align it, wherever that is, to the center of our artboard. No, it's not aligning, so let's just go there. That's good enough. Okay, so now we have this, and so that's pretty good. We have our moon that it's going to be in about the right place. Okay, so now we need to know how to edit the shape, not just squish it or elongate it. We want to actually edit it, and that's what the Direct Selection tool is. That is pretty much the same thing as the Selection tool, except it edits just a part of the shape, not the entire shape. So we can actually click and drag on anchor points or lines to edit the shape. Now we're making a moon here, so we want kind of a crescent. So let's move that there and edit, and if we want the curvature to be different, we can edit these handles by moving them, and that alters the curvature. Now that looks like a pretty good moon, so let's go to the Selection tool and select off. And then, so I like that. Okay, but this moon isn't a very good color, so let's make it a different color. Here is the Fill. Here you have your different swatches, a multitude of different colors. I normally like to go here. And then you have your color mixer. This you can access your RGB spectrum or your red, green, blue, and you can edit those manually. Now, I like the moon to be about cayenne. That's a good color. So I like that. And then, but it needs a stroke. So let's add stroke. Stroke is right here. And the stroke adds a outline of the shape. So we can pick, I like the dark blue. We can't really see it that much because it's not that thick. So let's make it thicker. Here's the thickness of it. You can either go one down or one up, or you could pick right here. Let's go 10 pint. That looks good. Let's make it about center since we edited it. It's not quite center. So there's our moon. Okay, so now that we've got Shape, Selection, Direct Selection, Fill, and Stroke, we're going to use the Shape tool to make a night sky. Let's click and drag on the top left corner and bring it all the way down to the bottom left. This is our night sky, except it's an ugly color and it's in the front of the moon, so you can't see it. That is bad. So let's right click on the shape and go to Arrange, Send to Back. Now these can alter what layer they are on. Bring one forward, bring to above all the layers, and then these are the opposite. So let's send to back. Now this brings it below all of it. And then let's change the color to a nice sky color. Let's say purple. That looks wonderful. Okay, now we need the water. This is a very important part of our piece because it stands out. It's a bright color along with the moon. So let's create a rectangle right there and fill it a nice watery color. Another blue about there. Doing a lot of blues here. It's fine. Okay, so now we have our water. I don't think it needs a stroke because it kind of just rolls off. So let's go to no stroke right here. We can actually click none. It gives it none. We don't have to have a stroke. Now you can do the same thing for the fill as well if you want to do that, but I normally like to fill my objects. So now we have the moon, the night sky, and the water. Okay, so that's it for this video. We overviewed the shapes tool, selection tool, the rect selection tool, fill, and stroke. I hope you learned a lot. Please subscribe. Thank you.